What was it, Chub?
It was a horse.
Somebody riding this far in the bush?
There wasn't anybody riding it. It seemed like a wild horse to me.
You don't get wild horses around here.
It sure looked like one.
You must be seeing things, Chub.
It could be.
Hey, isn't that a horse? Can't think what else it could be. Let's go in and talk to him.
I bet he's wild.
Oh, get with it. If this is a wild horse, he wouldn't let us get this near to him.
Pete's right. No wild horses in this neck of the woods.
Come on. Here, boy. Here, boy. Here, boy. Here, boy. Here, boy.
Gosh, she's a beauty.
He's got no shoes.
Doesn't look like he's ever had them. But that doesn't make him a wild horse.
No, well, I guess he doesn't look too wild right now. I've never seen a horse around Indian River that hasn't been shod.
He's in pretty good condition. He's just got to belong to somebody.
Hey, Pete, look at this.
Must be some sort of brand.
Must have been a long time ago.
Couldn't have been that long ago. He's still a pretty young horse.
Hey, Pete, there's going to be a lot of horses coming in for the rodeo.
Hey, that's right. Maybe we should try and get him back to Indian River.
George would know if somebody's lost him.
And how do we get him back? No saddle, no bridle?
Well, I can get along without a saddle. We've got rope. We could make a hackamore.
Think he knows about neck reining?
You know something? I get a funny kind of feeling about this horse. I think he knows about a lot of things. I think he's kind of wise. You know what I mean?
Sure. I got it, too.
You're gonna ride him on a hackamore?
I'm gonna try.
Suppose he throws you.
I'm just gonna have to start doing a little praying and hope I land on something soft. I'll get the rope.
You don't look too happy.
Oh, hi. I'm not. You see those guys over there? The little one's called Greening and the big one's Edwards. They're a couple of crooks.
Horse thieves?
Yeah, they could be that, too. Greening's an ex-jockey. He'd been warned off by just about every respectable racing authority in the world. And Edwards is just a con man.
What's their line?
Well, that horse of theirs is a whole lot better than it looks. Well, they take it around the rodeo, see, and they enter it for the flat races, and they know damn well they're going to win.
Is that a crime?
Well, they bet heavily. Not hard for a good con man to dig up plenty of suckers.
Small town pride.
Yeah, just that. So about 3 days from now, after the rodeo, those two guys walk away from Indian River with $3,000 or $4,000 of honest men's money in their pockets.
Can't we stop them?
Sure, if we catch them laying bets, but we won't. They've been in the business a long time.
We could beat them if we had a horse.
Well, we haven't. Not that class of horse, not around Indian River.
All the same, I've got a feeling justice has a habit of catching up with guys like that.
Easy. Don't make him look too beautiful.
Don't worry. I'm not going to frighten the customers away.
You going to exercise him?
I'll just give him a little pipe opener to get the stiffness out.
Ah, fine. I'll start rustling up some business.
Any trouble, Pete?
Not a bit. He goes like a bird. You know what? I never prayed once.
You must have been moving pretty fast, too. We only just got here, and you had about twice the ground to cover.
You know what I think? This is just about the fastest thing on 4 legs.
If nobody's lost him, Pete, who does he belong to?
Guess he belongs to us. We found him.
You really think so?
Why not?
I don't know. Just got a kind of funny feeling he'll never belong to anybody.
Oh, well, anyhow, I guess I'd better go and talk to George about him. Come on, boy. Boy, could that horse move. I mean, covered some pretty rough ground, but he never put a foot wrong. If nobody comes forward to claim him, George, could we keep him?
Probably. But I guess Sergeant Scott will want to circulate a description first. I'll be honest with you, Pete. He doesn't sound like the kind of animal a man turns loose because he doesn't want to pay for his feed.
Do you think somebody will claim him?
That's what I think.
What breed is this horse?
I don't know. I've never seen one like him before.
You got him at the fort?
Yeah?
We go and take a look at him?
Might as well. The sergeant's going to want a description anyway. Cheer up, Pete. You may get him yet. Nice-looking animal. I've never been shot. Got any ideas, Joe?
Is an Appaloosa.
That's what I thought, but I never saw one around here before.
Well, whatever you call it.
Appaloosa. Indian horse. A long time ago, the Palouse Indians and the Nez Perce used to breed them out west.
Can't think how he got here. And not even shot, that's what gets me.
Well, what do you think, Joe?
All I know is, I don't think anyone will claim him.
Hey, you mean we're going to be able to keep him?
I didn't say that.
Anyhow, I guess he's yours until somebody does claim him. You said he was fast.
Boy, are you kidding?
Handles well?
Never do anything like it. He just seems to know what you want. Why?
I was just wondering. Why don't you enter him into the race at the rodeo?
Why not, Pete? Could be a good race.
Yeah, Sergeant Scott says this guy the real racehorse. Goes around to all the rodeos and picks up all the prize money.
Picks up more than prize money. He takes the shirts off decent, ordinary, stupid citizens. That's why I'd like to see someone beat him. Like to have a go, Pete?
Sure.
Gives you a couple of days to get to know your horse, get into training.
After a couple of days, it'd be like taking candy from a kid.
Now, don't get too confident.
Well, you haven't seen this horse move.
Come on, Joe.
You like him, Joe?
Sure, I like him. But I tell you something, don't get too fond of him.
Well, why not?
I don't know. It's just something I feel. I'm just telling you, okay?
Yeah, okay.
You know what? This is going to be a clean-up. I haven't started yet, and we stand to win a couple of $1,000 already.
Or lose him.
What do you mean? We can't lose. There's not a horse around here that can beat us.
Only one. One's enough.
What are you talking about?
A bunch of kids have got it. I saw it move. We're not in the same class. If they enter, we're in trouble. And so are they.
How come?
We gotta win this race, haven't we? It's the end of the season. We gotta put every cent we got into it, or it's gonna be a long, cold winter.
Sure, but this horse you've been talking about.
We gotta fix it. Ever heard of nobbling? Little something in the evening feed? The kid's got nothing the day of the race, except a pretty sick horse. Or a dead one.
Pretty good. Knocked another 5 seconds off.
Boy, that horse sure can't move, eh?
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of our class. And I just heard they entered him.
Well, we've got to do something.
Look. I told you, I'll fix it.
How's it coming?
Knocked another 5 seconds off.
Hey, that's terrific. Well, I think that's enough for today. We'll continue tomorrow morning.
Looks like ordinary oats to me.
I wouldn't do that, George. Might be something else there. Rat poison, strychnine, whatever the experts use.
Nobbling.
Yeah.
I must be dumb. You're friends with the racehorse.
I wouldn't be anyone else. But I can't do anything without evidence. You wouldn't recognize the guy.
It's too dark. I think I should have waited till he got inside.
And we all make mistakes, Joe. Well, what made you decide to stay at the fort?
I don't know. Just got a feeling about that horse. Wouldn't like anything to happen to him.
Well, I can't do much except keep an eye on these characters.
Pete, you know what I think? You ought to pull out of this race.
Oh. Look, I'm going to win this race or bust. Anyhow, it was your idea.
I know that, but...
It's going to be okay. We'll exercise him out in the bush today, and we'll even sleep in the fort tonight. And tomorrow's the big race, and he won't be able to try anything during that.
Oh, won't he?
He won't be anywhere near me. I'll be away out front. Bye.
Can't you hold them for betting or something like that?
Not enough evidence. And the guys they've been laying bets with aren't going to talk themselves into trouble. Best I can do is to make sure they don't get away till I've had this analyzed and fingerprinted.
Well, how are you going to arrange that? If they want to go, they go.
Well, dream something up. I'll see you. See you, Joe.
Go about a mile up the trail, then turn around and come back at a full gallop. They did it a couple of times this morning. That gives us 5 minutes.
I don't like this. These kids will get hurt.
Yeah. Turn soft.
Last one, Chub. Let's make it fast.
Okay, let's go.
Here they come. Let's get out of this. I never liked funerals.
Hey, you okay, Pete? What happened?
I don't know. Ask the horse. That horse couldn't have seen this. Not at that distance and the speed we were going.
I guess not.
That horse is clairvoyant.
Come again?
He's psychic. He's got second sight.
Could be. Hey, Pete, why don't you ask him who's going to win the big race tomorrow?
Pete.
Okay, I better get mounted.
You're the guy that fixes things.
I guess something went wrong.
But just get loaded up and get out of here.
There's too many people watching us. And you're the guy that fixed all these bets. You want to get lynched?
Would competitors for the flat race please report to the starter's box?
Starter's orders. Better get moving.
Why didn't you tell me about this before?
Oh, you were scared already, and... Well, anyway, nothing happened.
Quite a nice weapon. Looks like piano wire.
Yeah, it's right. You know something? If we had the rest of the piano, we could use it in the club room.
Nice ride, Pete. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How many lengths did you win by?
5. That horse isn't real.
Hey, George, we've got these guys. Got a report back by telephone. Fingerprints all over the bucket and enough strychnine in the oats to kill a horse.
How did you stop them going after the race?
Stop them. I couldn't get rid of them. They've been treading on my heels all evening. I think they like my company. Or maybe it's my personality.
Or maybe they're scared.
Yeah, it could be that. They owe an awful lot of people a lot of money.
Well, we'll get going to the fort to make sure the horse is bedded down for the night. Yeah, I locked him in there.
Or maybe he got loose. The gates were locked.
We've got to talk to Joe. I've got a hunch he'll know something. Joe, he's gone. The stable was locked, the gates of the fort were locked, but he's still gone.
That's too bad.
You know something about this. You expected it, didn't you?
Sit down. I'm going to tell you a little story, okay?
Okay, shoot.
A long time ago, the Sioux Indians lived in this part of the country before my people pushed them west to the Great Plains. The Sioux used to trade for horses with tribes way out west beyond the Rockies. The horses they traded for were Appaloosas.
Like ours.
Like him. You know what the Sioux did when one of their people died? They put him on a platform about 10 feet high on 4 long poles. When a chief died, they killed his favorite horse and tied the head to one pole and the tail to another. I guess this was to help him on his last journey. A long time ago, a couple of 100 years maybe, a Sioux chief died. So his people built a platform and a young man went to kill his horse. But it got away. Oh, this horse was famous for its speed. So the young men got their horses and went after him. But they didn't have a chance. It soon left them behind. They watched it for a long time, still going like the wind, till it disappeared in the far distance.
Was it ever seen again?
Some people saw it now and again. My father saw him when I was a kid.
Your father? Well, how come? This was a couple of 100 years ago.
Joe, what are you trying to tell us?
I was just telling you a story.
I don't believe it.
Okay, I don't blame you.
But it must have been 20 years since your father saw him.
25.
But this was a young horse.
Sure, about 4 years old. My father was able to keep him for 2 or 3 months. Long enough to put a brand on him. I still got my father's branding iron. You hold this?
Yeah, sure.